Thank you, everyone, for joining us today at Levittown Public Library's Adult Program Stretch Fusion with Debbie. Today is Thursday, May 25th, around 1:30 p.m. Go ahead, Debbie.
All right, thank you very much. I want to welcome all of you to our class today. I'm happy that all of you came, especially on a holiday weekend when most people are out and about. So we're going to get started with just some basic stuff that we've been doing all along, maybe a few little additions. We want the body to be warmed. I know it's warm outside, but we want our muscles to be pliable and warm. Your muscles kind of act the same way. Think of silly putty when it comes out of the egg and you rip it apart and it snaps. But if you make it pliable and then you can stretch it out. So, your muscles don't do the exact same thing, but we do want our muscles to be nice and pliable. So we are going to start with some just basic movements. So you all stand up. So we'll start with the shoulder area. Any movements, just a repeater in case we have anyone new in Zoom land, reminder that you honor your body. If I say to do something and reach up here and that's not good for you, reach where it's good for you. So we're going to do some forward circles, warming up the shoulders, just taking them around for 1. Make them as big and that is safe for you. 2. On the way down, just squeeze the shoulder blades together. Here's 4. Taking it for 5 and 6, 2 more, taking it for 7 and 8. Then we're going to reverse the direction, taking it around for 1 and 2. Good. Make sure you're relaxing your neck. 3 and 4, taking it for 5, 6, 7 and 8. So we're going to warm up our hip joint. So we're going to start out with just the right foot, just the toes are on the floor and knees are bent. We're just going to open the leg and then bring it close, opening up. We're going to eventually go to hip circles. Be mindful if you have hip issues. So we're just going to open and come back. And 2. We're going to go for 5 and 3. Then we're going to actually tap it open and close. And 4. And 5, now actually tap it open for 1. So we're making that range of motion a little bigger. And 2, if that's not good for you, stick with what we did before. Here's 3 and 4 and 5. So we're going to take it to little circles, just bringing the knee up and around for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reverse the direction for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's give that leg a rest, taking it to the other side, starting with the toes lightly on the floor, opening the knee, just opening it out and back. And 2, and 3. Good. Try not to move the rest of your body. And 4, just the leg. And 5. Now we're going to tap it. So actually tap it out and back. And 2, 3, warming up our hip joints. Here's 4 and 5. We're taking it to our little circles. So bringing that knee up and around for 1, as big as you safely can. And 2, 3. If 5's too many, do less. And 4 and 5. And now reverse and up and around for 1 and 2. Here's 3 and 4 and 5. All right, so we're going to warm up our spine a little bit. If you have spine issues, if you have osteoporosis, please make sure that curling your spine is okay, because some flexion motions are not indicated as something that somebody with osteoporosis of the spine should be doing. So we are going to take it, use the back of your chair. We're going to slightly pitch forward. The knees have a slight bend and my body's like a zigzag. And I'm just going to tuck my hips, stretching the lower back. And then I'm just going to curl the upper body. So we have a curl in the back and then come back to that neutral position. And again, tuck the hips, round the back, warming up the spine, and then come back. We're going to go for 2 more like that. So tuck the hips, And come back up. Let's go for one more, tucking the hips and taking it back up. So we're going to do a little bit of a rotation, a little twist. So you're going to take, doesn't matter which arm, because I'm going to say right arm for those who are facing me, but you're going to take that right arm and you're going to lift it all the way up to the sky. If that's not good for you, just twist a little bit and come back. Otherwise, if you can bring the arm up, just bring it all the way up and then bring it down and go through the other arm like you're threading a needle. And again, come all the way up, reach up, following your hand with your eyes, slowly come down and just thread the needle. And again, just bringing it all the way up, reaching it up and taking it down. We're opening up the chest. We're going to go for two more, bringing it all the way up and taking it all the way down. And one more, all the way up and taking it down, reaching through. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So reach that arm all the way up and bring it down, thread it through. And again, reach it up and thread it through. We're going for three more, reaching it all the way up and thread it through. Two more coming up, taking it up and reach. The last one like this, bringing it up and reach. And hands come back. So in this position, you're going to bring your right leg back and the left arm forward. And you're just going to slightly lift the leg, lift the arm. So we're just going to come up a little bit and tap. Bring it up for two and tap. And three. We'll keep everything five because I'll never remember if we change it up. And four, take it down. And five and down. Good, slide the other leg back. The arm out. Slight lift and lower, doesn't have to be high. Bringing it up for one. Tap it down. And two. And down, taking it for three, two more, and four, one more, and five, and down, sliding it in. We're going to alternate that. We're only going to do three, alternating. Typically, that move would be done on a mat, on your hands and knees, bringing the arms up and down. It's called a bird dog. We're going to alternate it, still in this position. So you're going to slide the right leg back as you lift the left arm, but we're going to switch position. So reach it out, switch to the other side. Good, taking it for two and other side. One more each side, taking it for three and other side and bringing ourselves back up. All right, so that warming up the joints, the spine, all sorts of things here. So we're going to bring your left foot forward and we're just going to flex your foot. Flex the foot up and then down. Up for two and down. And three, two more coming up. Here's four, tap it down, one more, and five. And down. Give yourself some rotations outwards for one, two, three, four, five. Reverse for one, two, three, four, and five. Good. Flexible ankles will help you prevent falls. So bring that right foot out, or the opposite foot if you weren't with me to start. So flex your foot as much as you can and tap it down. Flex for two and tap. Here's three, tap it down. Here's four and five. And now rotate five times. That's one, two, three, four, five. Reverse that for one, two, three, four, and five. And bring it down. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of balance and coordination. Have your chair nearby if you need it. You're going to be lifting your left leg and the right arm. So you want to ideally get the left leg so the thigh bone is parallel to the floor and the arm is out straight. But if for you is better just a little bit, then do what's good for you. We're going to go for 5. So the right leg, left arm, just bringing it up for 1, slowly taking it down, same side. 2, same side, and 3, and 4, and 5. Good, now taking it with the right arm, left leg, bringing it up for 1, taking it down. 2, up for 3, 4, and 5. All right, so now we're going to take it to the right leg out, the left arm in that little hug position, both arms, so we're hugging. So you're going to lift that right leg as you open up the left arm. So bringing it up for 1, taking it down, and 2, and 3. Good, so just one arm, one leg is moving, and 4, and 5. So now bring that right leg forward. Now that right leg comes up and you're going to tap the left thigh. So taking it up for 1, and 2. Good, tap the leg that's not moving. 3, and 4, and 5. Good, now taking it to the other side. So make sure you're doing opposite of what you did. To the side, right arm, left leg, bringing it out for 1, tapping it down. And 2. Here's 3, 4, and 5. Now bring that left leg forward, lift the left knee, lower the right arm, tapping that right leg for 1, and 2. Here's 3, and 4, and 5. So we're going to put that all together. We're just going to do 4 sets. It's going to be side, side, front, and front. So just have fun with it. It's a brain challenge. It's good for you. So here we go. Taking it to the side first. Left arm, right leg. To the side, switch. Side. To the front, and again. To the side, and side. To the front, and front. Just 2 more times. To the side, and side, and front, and front. 1 more set. To the side, and the side, and the front, and the front. All right, something to think about. Okay, so we're going to just do some toe lifts. Within your shoes, you're just going to lift your toes up. So that's why I'm barefoot, just so that you kind of see what I'm doing. So lift your toes up and then lower them down. Lift them up for 2 and lower. Bring them up for 3 and down. 2 more. Take it for 4 and down. 1 more and 5 and down. So now at home, you can practice just lifting the big toe up and down, the big toe up and down. A little hard to do in your shoes, but add that to a little bit of homework. So give that a shot. So what we're going to do is we're going to rock ourselves forward, not too far. Just, I should say more, shift your weight forward. You're not lifting your heels or your toes up. You're just shifting the weight forward a little bit and then shift your weight back. Shift your weight forward and back. Shifting it forward and back. 2 more times. Shift it forward and back. 1 more time. Shift forward and back. And then find your neutral position where you feel balanced and you're not rocking forward or back. So we are going to work on a little bit of balance. You're going to be lifting your right leg for a count of 4, holding it. We'll hold it for 6 and then lower it for 4. Your chair's there if you need it. So lift that right knee up. So bringing it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. Good, we'll try that 3 more times, bring it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. 2 more times, bring it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, take it down, 2, 3, 4, last time, bring it up, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. All right, that standing leg is getting a big workout there. So we're going to take that right foot and put it in front of the left. So we'll do everything on one side first. Sometimes I switch around. I'm turning sideways so that you can see heel to toe, but there's a slight gap. So you're going to, we're going to rock it forward. So slightly rock forward. Now you're going to lift that back heel up if you can. And then just rock it back, lift the front toes up. And again, take it forward, back heel up. Take it back, front toes up. 2 more times, rock it forward, back heel comes up. Rock it back, front toes up. Last time, rock it forward, lift that back heel. Rock it back, lift the front toes. And feet are now still in the tightrope. I'm going to take it forward again. Now you're going to actually pick up the front foot and put it behind. So bring it behind, bring it in front. Take it behind. So we're each time we're making it a little bit more intense. 2 more times. Take it behind and in front. 1 more time. Take it behind and in front. And feet are parallel. All right, so we're going to do those movements starting with our lift and hold. And same pattern. So bring that left knee up. So bring it up. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down. 2, 3, and 4. Good. We're doing it again. Bring it up. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down. 2, 3, 4. 2 more times. Bringing it up. 2, 3, 4, and hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down. 2, 3, 4. Last time. Here we go. Bring it up. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down. 2, 3, and 4. All right, that standing leg did get a workout. So now you're going to place that left foot in front of the right, heel to toe. We're going to rock our boat, rocking horse. So rock it forward, lift your back heel up. Rock it back, the front toes come up. And again, take it forward, back heel comes up. Take it back, front toes up. 2 more times. Take it forward, the back heel is up. Take it back, front toes up. 1 more time, take it forward, the back heel is up. Take it back, front toes up. Lower the front toes, stay in your tightrope. Now you're going to actually pick up that front foot and put it behind the back. And bring it back in front. Take it behind for 2. And put it in front. 2 more coming up. Take it back for 3. Bring it in front. 1 more. Take it back for 4. Bring it in front. And feet are parallel. All right, so we're going to take it into, I don't want to call them squats, but we're just going to lower the bottom a little bit, slightly bend the knees. You're going to bring your arms out front. Think of a yoga chair position where you're not really coming down too far. A real squat would be much lower. But again, we're just using our joints the way we do in everyday life, where you're coming down, you're bending down, you're picking stuff up. So I'm going to turn slightly sideways. So we're just going to lower down, lift the arms up, inhale. Exhale, slowly come back. Inhale as you come down. Exhale back. We're gonna go for 3 more to keep it to 5. So inhale and exhale. 2 more times, inhale down, arms come up, exhale. 1 more time, take it down and bringing it up. So now we're gonna lift the heels up as the arms come out to the side, and then we'll do a little bit of a combination. So the arms come out to the side as you lift the heels up, lower them down. Bring them up and down. And again, just lift up, take it down, bring it up and down. 1 more time, bring it up and down. Right, so we're going to put those 2 moves together. You're going to take it from your lower position and then out to the side as you lift the heels up. So here we go. Taking it down and lift and take it down for 2 and lift and bring it for 3 and lift it up. 2 more, taking it for 4 and lift. 1 more, taking it for 5 and lift and bring the arms down. So one thing to keep in mind, we don't want to put any pressure on our knees. So we want to try to avoid a position where you're coming down like this. See the difference of this as opposed to this? So in this position, my knees are going past my toes, but in this position, my knees are still over my ankle, and I'm sticking the booty out a little bit more than that. Because if you come down like this, then you may put pressure on your knees. So we don't want to do that. We want to keep everything nice and safe. So we're going to take it into a little bit of a roll down. Before we do the roll down, we're just going to do some shoulder rolls. So you're going to roll your shoulders up and around. We're going to go 5 times forward, 5 back. And when we're taking them back, think of up nice and tall and squeeze the shoulder blades together for your good posture. So bring the shoulders up and around and back. And up for 2, taking it back. And that's 3 and around. And 4 and around, should actually feel good. And 5. And now switch your direction, bring them forward for 1 and 2, taking it around for 3 and 4 and 5. So we're going to do some roll downs. Again, we're just articulating our spine, warming up the body. You have the option to roll down with your hands towards the floor or roll down towards your chair. So with the roll down, we're going to engage the abs, pull that belly button in. You're going to slightly bend your knees, not very much. And then you're just going to tuck your chin as if you're a piece of wallpaper and you're peeling off of the wall. So you're slowly just rolling yourself down, feeling that little bit of a stretch in the lower back. You can stop right here if that's enough for you, or you can reach your hands to your chair for support, stay in that position. Or if you're used to doing a yoga ragdoll, you can take it all the way down, let the head and the arms just hang. And if you are in this down position with your hands near the floor, if you need assistance coming up, place your hands on your chair and then roll yourself back up with the assistance of the chair coming all the way up. So we're going to do those roll downs 2 more times. And if what's good for you is only just bringing your head down like this and bringing it up, that's what you're going to do. Everybody's doing what is good for them. So you're going to start with engaging the abs, slightly bending the knees. You're going to tuck your chin as you roll yourself down just to the level that is good for you. If you have back issues, hands stay on the thighs or the knees. If you have no issues, your hands can go lower down to the ground as you slowly bringing yourself down. If you need help getting up, bring your hands either to the thighs to help you come up or on the seat of the chair, bringing yourself all the way up. We're going to just go for 1 more like that. So starting with the head, engage the abs, slightly bend the knees, tuck the chin as you're rolling yourself down. Listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, listen to it. Slowly bring yourself down. And again, use your hands on your thighs or on the chair to assist yourself coming all the way back up. So standing with our legs slightly apart, the hands are to the side. We are just going to lower the body towards the left, just slowly coming down, feeling a little bit of a stretch in the side of the body and slowly coming up. We're going to go for 2 more, then I'm going to add the arm. You don't have to add the arm if that's a problem for you, and slowly come up. 1 more in this direction. And up. So we're going to continue, but now you're going to lift the arm up if that is available to you, if your body is okay with that. Getting a nice side stretch, bringing the arm back, then bring the body. And again, slowly coming down, bringing the arm over. And slowly bring it back. We're going to go for 1 more, then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So slowly taking it over the side, bringing the arm up. And slowly bringing it down. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just regular bends first, just taking it over, no arms, and slowly come up. And take it over for 2. And bring it up. Over for 3. And up. Now I'm going to add the arm. So slowly come over, bring the arm if it is available to you. And bring it back. 2 more times. Slowly bring it up and over. And bring it back. 1 more time. Slowly bring it up. And bring it all the way back. All right, so we're going to have a seat. And just a reminder that the edge of the chairs are a little bit rounded, so I don't want anyone to fall off the chair. I know one of these days I will be the one that falls off. So we're up nice and tall. Always think of the imaginary string that pulls your head up towards the ceiling. We're going to work on a little bit of breathing. I know breathing we've been doing since the minute we were born, but we want to do specific breathing. You're going to place, if you can, place your hands at your ribs. I want you to breathe into your ribs. By that, I mean, as you breathe, I want you to feel the ribs pressing into your hands. So nice deep inhale. And then exhale, feel the ribs knit together. 2 more times. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. 1 more time. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. And relax. Just breathe normally. So in breathing that way, you're forcing the muscles that are in the diaphragm and all the muscles that are in between your ribs to work. So you're actually exercising those little muscles by specifically breathing and forcing the air sideways as opposed to front. So every now and then, especially if you're tense or you need to relax, it's a good relaxation trick to do that. When they say take a deep breath, it really does work. All right, so we are going to get our body just situated. You're going to bring your shoulders up, back, and down, and then just let your hands loosely hang from where they're hanging from. Just casually let them sit there. All right, so we are going to lift our heels all the way up and hold it up at the top with that little bit of a squeeze and lower them down. Eventually, I'm going to be adding arm movements to that. The arm movements will either be reaching further down, reaching out to the side, or reaching up, depending on what is best for you. So we're just going to lift the heels all the way up. Oh, I hear my snap, crackle, and pop in my heels, and lower them down. Lift them up, hold them there, little squeeze, and take them down. We're going to bring them up for 3 and lower down. 2 more. Up for 4 and lower down. 1 more. Up for 5 and lower them down. I'm going to add my arms, whatever direction is good for you. So lift the heel, bring the arms up, and then bring them in. And bring them up for 2 as you lift the heels, really reach and take it down. Bringing it up for 3 and down. 2 more coming up. Bringing it up for 4. Taking it down, last one, bringing it up for 5, and taking it down. Right. We are going to, I'm going to show you a couple of different things that we can do. Hands either right here. You're going to bring your knee up and into your chest, reaching for the back of the thigh. So whether you just do this, or whether you bring it all the way up, again, is up to you, what your body is capable of safely doing. So I'm going to make the movements a little more exaggerated by bringing my arms out to the side. If you can do that, do that. Otherwise, leave them low. We're going to bring the right knee into your chest, and you're just going to reach for the back of the thigh, either here or bringing it up. Again, whatever's good for you, and then bringing it down. And again, bringing that knee in as you hug it in. That lower back should release. It should feel good. Bringing it back. 2 more times, bringing it in for 3 and taking it back. 1 more, taking it up and back. So now from here, I'm going to add on to that. You have the option to just extend your leg out and in, right from here, or from up in this position, bringing that leg out and in. So again, do what is safest for you. So just take whatever position is good for you, extending the leg, and then bend, and 2, and bend 2 more, taking it for 3, and bend 1 more time, and 4, and bend, and release. So we're going to do all that on the other side, less of a weight in between, since you now know what we're doing here. So again, bringing the arms wherever is good for you, bringing the knee in, hugging behind, bringing it all the way up or wherever's good, and release. Bringing it up for 2, and release. And 3, and release. And 4, and release. So now get into whatever position is good for you, for your extension, extending out for 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and bringing it down. Okay, so we're going to take it now to some little bit of neck and shoulder relaxation and variations. So we're up nice and tall, the shoulders are level, your chin is level like you're sliding it on a shelf. And you're going to look all the way over your right shoulder. Try not to twist the body, just the head. So look all the way over that right shoulder as far as you can without forcing. And then come back to the center. Same side, same thing, exactly. Look over that right shoulder and come back to the center. So we're going to vary that a little bit. You're going to look over the right shoulder again, but hold that position. Drop your chin so that you're tapping your collarbone. Just look down towards the floor, feel that stretch, and bring your head back to that level position. And again, lower to the floor and lift it up and come back to the center. Same thing on the other side. So look all the way over your left shoulder as far as you safely can. Come all the way back to center. Do it again, looking all the way over that left shoulder and taking it back to center. And now look over the shoulder again, hold it there, but you're going to tap your collarbone or in that direction with the chin coming down and bringing it back up. 1 more time, lowering the chin down, bringing it back up and looking back towards the center. So now we're going to lower the right ear to the right shoulder. When you do that, try not to let the body go like that, just the head. So lower that right ear to the right shoulder. For a deeper stretch, you can lower that left arm. If that's too much for you, place it back where it was. You can also take your right fingertips at that left temple and add a little bit of pressure. If that's too much for you, again, go back to where you were. For an even deeper stretch, you can take that left hand behind your back. And again, don't do anything that feels like a strain or that is not good for you, where everyone's at a different level. And now you can release the hand behind the back if that's where it is. Release the hand at the head and slowly bring your head up. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So do what's safe for you. Lower that left ear to the left shoulder and enjoy that. Just stay there. Enjoy that stretch. We're going to layer it in intensity. So if you can, you're going to lower that right arm. reaching towards the floor. The arm is away from the body. The next step would be to take the left fingertips at the right temple, adding a little bit more. You can leave out anything that's not good for you. Hand goes behind the back for that deeper stretch. And if the hand is behind the back, you can remove the hand from behind the back, remove the hand at the head, slowly bring your head up. So we're going to do a forward stretch, work stretching the back of the neck. You can do that by bringing your arms in front in a 90-degree angle. You're going to tip your head and let the fingers reach for the crown of the head. And then just gently let the weight of your arms bring your head down. Very gentle. You don't want to pull, yank, or tug on your head. And then to release this, just remove your fingers first, then slowly bring your head up. So we're going to take it to a little bit of the leg stretches. So you're going to bring your right foot out with the heel down and the toe up. And in this position, you're just going to lean towards that leg. Make sure you're safe on your chair, that you're not going to rock or fall forward. If you're a little bit more flexible and you can reach towards the toes, touch the toes, reach past the toes. What you don't want to do is put any pressure or weight on the extended knee. So you don't want to put your hand on that right knee at all. And then slowly bring yourself up. And if you can, you're going to take that right ankle and either cross it in front of the left ankle, or if you are more flexible and can bring it on top of the thigh, then do that. So bring that leg wherever is good for you. Barring any hip injuries or issues, if you have no issues, then try to press into that lifted thigh a little bit. And at the same time, lean forward a little bit. Again, every time you make a movement, ask yourself, what am I feeling? Where am I feeling it? Does it feel good? Is it not good for you? Now you're bringing yourself back up. Staying in this position, you're going to take the left hand in the center of that right thigh. Use that leg for leverage as you just bring yourself to look all the way over your right shoulder, giving a torso twist. And then slowly bringing yourself back to the center. You're going to take that left hand, bringing it up, reaching over if you can, getting a side stretch, and bringing that arm down, and bringing that leg down. So now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to take that left leg out with the heel down, toes up, keeping your back flat. We don't want to round it over here. So you're just keeping that back flat as if you want the chest to go towards your thigh. Getting a nice stretch in the back of the leg, reaching towards your toes, past your toes. Again, whatever's good for you. And then slowly bringing yourself up. And now crossing that left ankle in front of the right ankle, opening up the hip, or bringing it on top of that right thigh, depending on what is best for you. Pressing down into the thigh a little bit, feeling that stretch. You're opening up your hip flexors. And then at the same time, if you can, just lean forward as if you want your chest to reach for the shin or the calf, getting that little bit of a stretch. And slowly bringing yourself back up. You're going to place that right hand in the center of the left thigh, using that leg for leverage as you just push into the leg as you help yourself twist around. A little bit of a spine twist. And taking yourself back to the center. And you're going to take that right hand, bringing it up and over if you can. Getting a little bit side stretch. And bringing yourself all the way back up. So we're going to open our legs fairly wide. We're just going to get a little bit of an inner thigh, inside thigh stretch there. And in this position, I'm pressing into my thighs, pushing the legs back, getting a bigger stretch. Again, be mindful if you had hip issues. From here, I'm going to keep my back flat and I'm just leaning my chest down a little bit. And for a little bit of a deeper stretch, I'm going to lower that right shoulder towards the floor. In doing so, I'm pressing into that right thigh a little bit more, getting a deeper stretch. And then rotating back to the center. Now I'm going to dip that left shoulder down, pressing into that left thigh a tiny bit more. And taking it back to the center, bringing themselves up. So we're going to do a little variation on a yoga stretch, a yoga warrior, bringing the arms out to the side. We're going to do two different variations of this. So you can keep your arms up, down, wherever is good for you. We're going to lean to the right, placing the forearm on that right thigh, bringing the arm up if you can, looking up towards that hand. And you have the option to just stay here, or you can take the right hand and reach in front of the right leg or behind it. In front is harder, behind it is a little bit easier. So doing whatever is good for you. And slowly bringing yourself back up. If you need to place your hand on that thigh and push yourself up, then do that if you need that. We're going to take it over to the other side. So leaning towards the left with that forearm on the thigh, reaching up, taking it to the next level if that works for you. Bringing your arm down or just leaving it on the thigh. And bringing yourself all the way back up using the hand if you need to. So we're going to take that one step farther by actually straightening out that right leg. And being mindful of the chair. So if you are able to, or if you've done yoga before, the foot typically is forward. If that feels like you're straining anything, then keep the leg wherever is good for you. So we're going to do that one more time with the arms out to the side. This time we're going to go to the left first, bringing the arm either to the thigh or reaching it directly to wherever is good for you. And then bringing yourself back up and taking it all the way down in the other direction. And bringing yourself back up, lowering the arms down. And now I'm going to switch out the leg. So I'm bending that right leg and I'm going to bring that left leg out straight. And if that straight leg is not good for you, keep both legs bent. That works too. Bringing the arms out to the side. Now we're going to go to that bent leg first, taking it all the way over. Either hands on the thigh or reaching directly down towards the floor. And slowly bringing yourself back up, taking it in the opposite direction. And bringing yourself all the way back up. And bringing the arms down. So we're going to take it into a little bit of a roll down. We did it standing. We're going to do a seated version. So I'm not going to cue you to bend your knees since they already are bent. You're going to engage the abs, lengthen the body. And now keeping your hands on your thighs, you're going to just tuck your chin a little bit. And now you're just going to roll yourself down, whether you stay right here or go down farther with the hands going towards your ankles or the floor. Letting the head and the arms just dangle if that works for you. Otherwise, coming just to the level that is good for you. And if in this position you're having trouble coming up, you can place your hands on the top of your thighs and let your arms help your body just roll up one vertebra at a time with the head coming up last. We're going to do that one more time. So you're going to start with engaging the abs, tucking the chin, one bone at a time, bone by bone by bone, as you roll yourself down, keeping your hands wherever is safe for you. You can slide them all the way down towards your ankle or the floor, letting your head and arms just dangle. And to slowly come up, either just roll yourself up. If you need assistance, place your hands on your thighs and let the arms do some of the work, bringing yourself all the way up. And from here, we're going to do a seated cat-cow. We did a version of that while we were standing. But in this position, I'm going to tuck my tail and tuck the chin, curling that back. And now slowly coming up, chest up, tail up, kind of arching the back. Don't overdo it. And again, tucking the chin, tucking the hips, sliding the hands forward as if, and imagining somebody's pulling your spine backwards, curling that spine, and slowly come all the way up. We're going to go for one more like that. Tuck the chin, tuck your hips, curl that back, slide the arms forward. And slowly bringing yourself all the way up. And then just relax. So you're going to bring your right leg all the way out. And if you can, you're going to reach the arms up. If reaching them up is a problem, then reach them down. So otherwise, just reach the arms all the way up. And then just bring the arms down. You're going to take that extended leg and just bring it either over or crossing. So whichever way is good for you, and you're going to twist in the opposite direction. And taking it forward, bringing that leg back. And now just slide that left leg out, bring the arms either up or down, whatever's good for you, just reaching it up. And slowly coming down, bringing that left leg either on the other side of it or just keeping it there to get that twist, whatever's good for you. And taking it back to the center. So we're going to bring it down to the mat using our rope. You have a rope or a belt. So either on your mat or on your chair, you're going to reach your hands and feet in the opposite direction, similar to what we just did. Nice deep inhale and exhale. One more time, nice deep inhale and exhale. And breathe normally. Now, when we were seated and we reached for the back of the thigh and you brought your knee into your chest, that was similar to what we're going to do right now. So do any variation of that. So we're going to slowly bring our right knee into our chest, bringing the hands behind the back of the thigh, hugging that knee in. We're going to go for 3 extensions. So bring that leg out. So extend it any way you did it before and then bend. And 2. And bend one more time, and 3, and bend. Now you're going to rotate your ankle 3 times. That's 1, 2, 3. Rotate it the opposite direction for 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to place your hand, that left hand on the outside of the right leg, similar to what we just did when you brought the leg over and you did a little bit of a twist. So we're bringing the leg over, we're extending that right arm out to the side. You're turning your head, looking towards that right arm. And bringing that leg back to the center again. And now we're just going to lower that foot down, extend the leg out, and take it to the other side. So bring that knee into the chest, reach the hands behind the thigh like you did earlier, hugging that knee all the way in. We're going to go for 3 extensions, bringing it all the way up for 1, and bend, and 2, 1 more, taking it for 3, and bend. Now rotate the ankle 3 times around for 1, 2, 3, reverse other direction for 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to place that right hand on the outside of that left leg, bringing the leg all the way over, or doing your little bit of a twist in your chair, using the leg for leverage. And bringing that leg back to the center, hugging it in. And just lowering that foot down, keeping that knee bent. You're going to reach for the rope or the strap. You're going to place it underneath your right foot. Extending that leg out, flexing your foot as much as you can. Guiding the bottom of that flex foot up towards the sky or just out on an angle. For those of you on the mat, if you're able to straighten out that left leg all the way, then do so, or keep it bent if you need to. In the chair, you don't have to straighten it out. You're going to bring your left arm out to the side. You're going to turn your head towards that left hand, and you're going to slightly lower your right leg out to the side if you can, opening up the hip a little more. And then you're going to try bringing that right foot back up, switching hands with your rope, crossing it over, extending that right arm out. And bringing that leg all the way back up. And you're just going to slide your left leg is extended out on your mat. You can bend that leg. You're going to place your right foot in the center of the thigh, just like we did earlier for that crossing over. And if you are in a chair, you're going to lower your body towards your leg. If you're in the mat, you're going to bring your leg close to your body. And then releasing that leg. Removing that rope, placing the rope now on the other foot. Extending that leg out, flexing your foot, guiding the bottom of the flexed foot up towards the ceiling. And again, if you're on a mat, you can slide that right leg out straight if that works for you. Otherwise, you can keep it down. And then you can place both pieces of your rope in your left hand. Extend the right arm out to the right. Turn your head, look right as you slowly, with control, open out that left leg out to the side. And then slowly bring that left leg back up, switching hands with your rope. Extending that left arm out as the left leg crosses over. And bringing that leg all the way back up. And we're just going to release that leg from that rope. And in this position, your knees are bent, your hands are to your side. If you're seated, you're just going to drop your chin down and up. If you're on a mat, you're just going to lift your head up, looking towards the top of your knees, and then lower the head down. And again, lift the head up, or if you're seated, bring your chin closer to your chest. And bring that head back. One more time. Lift the head up or lower the chin to the chest. And bring your head back. On the mat, we're going to just turn to a sideways position. If you're seated, you can stay just seated the way you are. You're going to lower your left ear to the left shoulder. And bring that head all the way back up over the opposite direction. And again, lower the ear to the shoulder. And bring it all the way up. One more time, lower the ear to the shoulder. Bringing it all the way up. Bring your head to a neutral position in between both shoulders. On the mat, you can either just push the leg back or reach for the ankle. On the chair, you can open the legs wide and lean forward like we did earlier, or do a figure 4 stretch. That's okay too. And then releasing that leg, you're going to take it over to the other side. So if you're seated, just stay where you are. If you're on your mat, now you're going to lower your right ear to the right shoulder. And then bring the head all the way up. 2 more times, lower the right ear to the right shoulder. And bring it up. One more time, right ear to the right shoulder. And up. Bring your head evenly between both shoulders, either push the leg back or reach for the ankle and bring the leg back. And then release that leg. We're going to carefully make our way to a standing position. So use the chair if you need it. If you're seated, come up to a standing position. We're bringing our palms forward. We're going to inhale. The palms are going to touch overhead and then come down to your chest. If that's not good for you, you can just bring your hands right here. You don't have to go through that. So inhale, bringing the arms up. The palms are going to touch overhead. Exhale as you lower them to the center of your chest. Stay here as you breathe normally. You're going to rotate your fingers towards me if you can. Stretching out the wrists a little bit. Be mindful if you've had wrist issues. And now bring your fingertips up towards the ceiling and rotate them towards yourself. Don't force anything. It's a little bit more of an awkward position. And again, bring your fingertips up and over towards me. And now up and over towards yourself. Now the fingertips are up towards the ceiling. You're going to interlace your fingers. Flip your palms towards me and reach them out or reach them down. We're stretching out our fingers. And then releasing. So now you're going to take that right hand like you're saying stop. You're going to gently pull your fingers back, giving a stretch in the underside of the forearm. If you want a deeper stretch, rotate the palm up and bring the fingers down. It's a little more intense. If that's not good for you, go back to that prior position. And then release that hand, taking it to the other hand like you're saying stop. Gently pull the fingers back, hold that position. For that deeper stretch, rotate the palm up, bring the fingers down. And then release that hand. So you're going to let your right hand just flop where it may. The left hand just adding very gentle pressure, not too much. And then release. And now let the left hand just kind of flop and add very gentle pressure. And releasing. So you're going to bring your right arm out to the side, whether it's out to the side or down. We're going to do a little bit of a shoulder stretch. So you're going to bring that arm across the chest, left hand palm up, reach for your forearm and just bring it over. There are other versions of this that you may know where you're bringing your arm more like this or like this. Those are all good. I just go for the simplest one. And then if you can, you're going to bring that right arm out front. Let that left hand assist it up. Bend at the elbow, bring your fingertips towards your shoulder. You can either push more from the front. If you are able to bring the arm up and over and reach it, that's fine. If you're not getting a stretch because you can't reach it, then stay here. If you are in this position, take it into a slight side bend. And bringing yourself up, releasing the arm, taking it out to the other side. We're going to cross the chest, hug it in, drop the shoulder. Bringing the arm forward, all the way up, bending at the elbow, giving a little push from the front or up and over, taking it over to the side. And bringing ourselves back up, bringing the arms down to the side. And from here, we're going to inhale. As we inhale, you're going to lift the heels, lift the hands, the eyes. So inhale up, everything comes up, the eyes look to the sky. Exhale, press it down, the eyes look to the floor. One last time, inhale up, everything comes up. Exhale down, and everything comes down. I want to thank all of you for joining me. Those here in the library and those in Zoom land. And thank you so much. All righty.